Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we are continuing our 5-year rebuild series here on the YouTube channel. Today, we're doing the Oregon Ducks. Now, I know what you're saying, Greg, Oregon in this game is ranked number 4 in the land. Why are you doing Oregon again, guys? We're trying to rebuild all 134. As well as with Oregon, a lot of things have happened to them. They have 1,000 and something. They have a billion uniform combinations. 0 national titles. They also just got their dick shoved up their dick shoved up. You know what? Sorry for cussing. By Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. So we are here to help Oregon achieve their dream of winning a natty. Right now, they come as an 89 overall, 90 offense, 89 defense. They run the spread in the base 4-3. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the roster. We have Dillon Gabriel. Now, if Dillon Gabriel is watching, I'm sorry. Prove me wrong. He declared for the NFL draft. I don't think he's going to be that good. Prove me wrong, Dillon Gabriel, if you're watching. I swear to God, the Miami Dolphins draft this guy. I'm going to lose my you-know-what. We have Dante Moore. He transferred from UCLA, and then now he's at Oregon. We're probably going to redshirt him so that way we have him for next year and get kind of another good year, get an extra year out of him. We have Luke Mogoa, freshman. We'll see how he develops there. Running back, we have Jordan James. Think he's going to be good. We have Noah Whittingham. Oregon like their speed, man. They have good speed guys. We have Tez Johnson, man. How did he run that bad of a 40? I don't know. Evan Stewart, another fast guy we have. We have Jurin Dickey. We're probably going to redshirt him. That way we have, oh my God, Cordell Robinson, 92 speed. Oregon love their speed guy. We have Terrence Ferguson. I would love if the Dolphins draft this guy. Patrick Herbert as well. Wouldn't be opposed if the Dolphins draft him, huh? Left tackle, Josh Connolly Jr., rumored to be a first-round draft pick. And then we have we have no left tackles, really. Marcus Harper II. We have this guy. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. We have Matthew Bedford. Johnny Cornelius. This guy was playing for my hometown college, the University of Rhode Island, but then he transferred over to Oregon. He went from small little Rhode Island all the way out west to Oregon, man. Good for him, man. He probably got a bag, if you know what I mean, because college you can pay people. Jordan Birch. He's going to be in the NFL draft. I think I like if the Dolphins draft him. We have Aiden, Simmons, and more. I'm probably going to register all 3. We have Matiano Ungalele, DJ Ungalele's younger brother. Excuse me, I can't speak right now. Derek Harmon, another first-round draft pick. I mean, Oregon is loaded. How did this team, not beat Ohio State? I mean, I'm surprised they didn't win the Natty this year. Jabari Muhammad, I love him on the Dolphins. He's pretty good. Yeah, man, a lot of talent here. Aaron Flowers, of course, we've seen him transfer in other 5-year rebuilds. We have Trishim Johnson, kicker, man. I could keep going on and on about this roster, but let's just go win 5 straight natties. Why not? Eric Trout, committed. James Araya, commits. Mitch Steltz, committed. Levi Lafutu, committed. Fatushin, commits. Melvin Hale, committed. Jonathan Hart, committed. Benjamin Dale, commits. Jarvis Streeter, committed. Vi Trueblood, committed. Byron Ali, committed. Anthony Gizzy, committed. Kiki Ogawogaba commits. Malik Maggio committed. Max Priley commits. Terrence Pritchard committed. Alfisa Neighbors committed. And ladies and gentlemen, it's number 1 Oregon versus number 2 Penn State in the Big Ten Championship, just like in real life. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Heisman Trophy winner is Cam Ward, quarterback from the U. He had 3,700 yards, 45 tutties, and 5 picks. And ladies and gentlemen, we sadly could not take care of Penn State. Now we get to play UAB. And ladies and gentlemen, we take care of UAB with ease. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have to play Ohio State. That's why we're going to the semis. We took care of Cincinnati. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Orange Bowl, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. And then they get the home field advantage. And ladies and gentlemen, we lose in a heartbreaker, 35-32. Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the stats. Dillon Gabriel, 4,382 yards, 322 for 475, 5 tutties, 8 picks, 67% completion percentage. Rushing, Jordan James, 238 for 1,302, 14 tutties. Whittingham, 110 for 392, 10 tutties. Gabriel, 66 for 289, 1 tutty. Holden, 23 for 71, 2 tutties. Harris, 3 for 22 tutties. Jaden, 7 for 14 receiving. Evan Stewart, 81 for 1,251, 13 tutties. Holden, 64 for 1,088, 14 tutties. Taz Johnson, 82 for 1,059, 16 tutties. Ferguson, 50 for 609, 6 tutties. James, 27 for 211, 1 tutty. Whittingham, 11 for 135, low. 3 for 14. Patrick Herbert, 3 for 12, 1 for 3 for Kenya defensively. 79 tackles for Bryce. Nico at 67, 65 for Jabbar. Florence, 64, 62 for Jeffrey. Justin with 60, 59 for Kobe. Birch, 50, 48 for Johnson. And Matteo Ungalele. Tackles for loss, 7 by Birch and Ungalele. 5 by Jeffrey and Derek. 3 by Bryce. Florence with 2, 1 by Nico, Jabari, and Tulianti, whatever the fuck his name is. Sorry, that guy. Jordan Birch, 22 and a half sacks, 18 by Jeffrey. Ungalele with 10, Hardman with 7, 3.5 by Jacobs, Florence with a half, along with Jabari. Interception 6 by Jabbar Muhammad. Kobe Savage with 2, along with Johnson and Manning, and 1 by Nico Reed. We'll get him next year, champ. Ladies and gentlemen, they were destined for greatness. Miami beats the living you-know-what out of NC State, 42-17. Ben Verrier committed. John Dimauke commits. Floyd Chalk IV committed. Tobias Merriweather committed. Jalen Davies commits. Rico Flores Jr. committed. Bodie Schoonover committed. Aroldis Boardingham committed. Sean Nana committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 10th best class in the nation, 4th best in the Big Ten. Let's go get them this year, folks. Chantrell Hall committed. Tyler Camella committed. Floyd Donahue committed. Jeremiah Morrell commits. Bryce Connors committed. Jaquez Sanders committed. Manuel Fatanu committed. Manuel Futa committed. Esteban Boss committed. Cordell Churchill committed. Doug Waiters committed. Eric Tracianro commits. Patrick Dockery committed. Malik Moncrief committed. Nathan Dillard committed. Dolan Rich committed. Guiden Mo committed. Lamar Kumar committed. Conrad Biggs commits. Evan Coleman committed. Ladies and gentlemen, this man plays for Navy, but in this game he goes to the Ohio State. Blake Horvath, an American trooper, I say, unless I got the wrong guy. Blake Horvath is your 2025 Heisman Trophy winner. He had 3,655 yards, 41 tutties, and 12 picks. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing in the first round yet again, taking on the USC Trojans. Ladies and gentlemen, we fall to the USC Trojans 28-17. All right, here are the year 2 stats. Dante Moore, 3,316, 255 for 370, 35 tutties, 5 picks, 68% completion percentage. Rushing, James, 212 for 159, 9 tutties. Moore, 97 for 224, 2 tutties. Winningham, 53 for 251, 6 tutties. Lowe, 24 for 104, 3 tutties. Harris, 2 for 6 with a tutty. Receiving, Dickey, 54 for 927, 7 tutties. Stewart, 54 for 791, 11 tutties. Lowe, 53 for 671, 8 tutties. Kenyon, 44 for 483, 3 tutties. James, 19 for 156, 2 tutties. Tobias, 8 for 122, 1 tutty. Whittingham, 6 for 74, 1 tutty. Rico Flores Jr., 11 for 68, 2 tutties. Boardingham, 4 for 19. And Fly, 1 for 3. And Clark, the 4th, 1 for 2. Defensively, 84 tackles for Patterson. Florence with 54, 53 for Longalele, 50 for Woodyard. Turner, 47, 46 for Alston and Platt, 40 for Jalen Davies. Tackles for loss, Ungalele and Harmon, both with 9. I'm surprised Harmon did not clear for the draft. Blake with 6, 5 for Rogers. Patterson with 3, along with Davies and Breland, 2 for Florence, 1 by Turner and Austin. Sacks, 13.5 by Ungalele, 6.5 by Rogers. Harmon with 5.5, 1.5 by Patterson. Purchase with 1, along with Woodyard and Platt, half sack by Tolia and whatever these guys' names are. Interceptions, 5 by Austin, 3 by Florence, 2 by Davies. Purchase, Kamar and Sion, all with 1. Ladies and gentlemen, disappointment. We can't even get to a natty with all this talent. I think it would be a shame. Year 3, we have to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, your year 2 natty was a thriller. K-State, Penn State, K-State on top, 25-24. Cade Avaeve commits. Evan Johnson committed. Sonny Macassini commits. Jalen Moss committed. Josiah Wagner committed. Amari Daniels committed. Jeremiah Hughes committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the first best class in the nation, best in the Big Ten. I think year 3, we got a good shot, so let's go. William Khalidi, committed. Hugh Truman, committed. Alfonso Powell, committed. Alex Lomax, committed. Anthony Windeck, committed. Vilmani Vitato, committed. Curtis Timms, committed. Brennan F.A.U. Ria, committed. Shane Joslin, committed. Timmy Morton, committed. Braden Duggins, committed. Nick Strong, commits. Ezekiel Ayu, commits. Denton McDonough, committed. Don Maryland, committed. Brian Beckner, committed. Jay Hicks, committed. Chip Sturham, committed. Josh Hay, committed. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner is Gunnar Stockton, quarterback of Georgia. 4,052 yards, 51 tutties, 10 picks. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Music City Bowl, taking on Auburn. We're so close. Ladies and gentlemen, we lose another heartbreaker, 38-35 to the Auburn Tigers. All right, Dante Moore had 3,593 yards, 245, 350, 36 tutties, 6 picks, 69% completion percentage here in year 3. Rushing, Lamar, 194 for 817, 6 tutties. Moore, 93 for 267, 3 tutties. Daniels, 58 for 266, 3 tutties. Moss, 25 for 172, 2 tutties. Max, 22 for 75, 3 tutties. Receiving, Ryan, 55 for 1,131, 12 tutties. Moss, 49 for 824, 10 tutties. Dickey, 53 for 751, 11 tutties. Sadiq, 48 for 535, 2 tutties. Lamar, 21 for 201, 1 tutty. Jeremiah, 7 for 68. Max, 5 for 38. True Blood, 3 for 24. And Arlius, 4 for 21 defensively. 85 tackles for Devon Jackson. Blake Purchase, 63. 56 for Austin, 55 for Wagner. 50 for Sion. Ungale with 43. Peyton Woodyard with 41. Tackles lost, 7 by Briard. Rogers with 6. 5 by Ungale, 4 by Jackson. Sion with 3 along with Gardner. Wagner with 2 along with Timothy. Blake, Tyler Turner, Kamar, Jericho all with 1. Sacks, we had 13.5 by Ungalele, 9 by Rogers, 5.5 by Breland. Jackson with 4.5, 1.5 by Timothy. Blake with 1.5. Kamar with 1.5. Gardner with 1 half sack for Wagner and Roderick. Interception, we had 3 by Dalen Austin, 2 by Jackson, Kamar, Wagner, Sion, and Peyton Woodyard. I don't know what happened. We got to win one back-to-back. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 high-power offenses meet. USC, Georgia. Heisman Trophy winner comes on top, 55-41. Montrell Grafferney, committed. Ruben Talbot, commits. Darrell Lockenbow, committed. Mordecai Hines, committed. Nona C. Osawa, commits. Cornell Hatcher Jr., committed. Jamar Johnson, committed. Isaiah Chisholm, committed. Brady Nasir, committed. Jeremiah Davey, committed. Isaiah Patterson, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we finished with the best class in the nation. Let's go win it here in year 4. Anthony Cahill, committed. Joel Marcotte, committed. Nico Jurgovitz is committed. Brian Slay, committed. Kane Hackett, committed. George Fasano, committed. Kane O'Reilly, commits. Darren Bouchard, committed. Donald Bloom, commits. Pierre Kane, commits. Tevin Hartman, committed. Greg Stewart, committed. This guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's committed. Bernard Johnson, committed. Dennis Van Lannen, committed. Tyler Kuvas, committed. Terrell Malvox, commits. PJ Kearns, committed. Roger Brooks, commits. Anthony Dushik, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally made it back to the Big Ten title, taking on this time the USC Trojans. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Big Ten champions. Can we bring home the big one, though? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Heisman Trophy winner is Jaden Rashada, quarterback from Georgia. He had 4,211 yards, 47 tutties, and 7 picks. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Rose Bowl, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels and Bill Belichick. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We won the Rose Bowl on the semis. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking on the Florida Gators at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. And ladies and gentlemen, we took care of Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic champions. On to the Natty we shall go. And ladies and gentlemen, it's number 2 versus number 3. 2 schools that hate each other, rivalry matchup, Oregon, Washington. only one will call themselves a national champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Houston, Texas, NRG Stadium. Washington was just here a few years ago, or last year in real life, playing Michigan for the national title. Of course, Michigan whooped that ass, unfortunately. And now Oregon and Washington meet up in Houston, Texas. Can Houston overcome that pain and Washington, overcome that pain and misery? We're rocking the all whites here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Can we beat our rivals Washington for the Natty? Let's go. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to show you the first touchdown. Doesn't matter. Washington ended up scoring 7-7. Here we go. More. Hall, he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. 14-7, good guys. Ryan Pelham, 21-yard touchdown, 21-17. Come on, boys. Here we are, second and goal from the 4. We accidentally simmed first down. Here we go. Dante Moore. Hike it. He does. Hall's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. 28-17 or whatever it is. All right, it's 28-25. 3-point lead. We get a touchdown. We might end the game. Here we go. More. Hall again. He's going to break a tackle, but get 1. 2-minute timeout, second and goal from the 5. More. Hands it off. Hall. He's got an opening at the 1. We shall go. Third and goal from the 1. More. Get in there. Get in there, More. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon. 35-25. That should be the ball game, folks. And ladies and gentlemen, it may have took a couple years, but Oregon finally wins their first ever national championship in poor old Washington. Comes back to Houston and eats an L. Sorry to the Washington faithful, but if you're a Washington faithful, we won you a natty a few episodes ago. It's about Oregon right now, not about Washington. Oregon finally wins their first national championship in school program, and we were the ones to do it. 38-25, your final. Let's run it back next year. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 4 stats. Dante Moore, 4,365 yards, 316 for 448, 45 tutties, 8 picks. 70% completion percentage. Rushing. Hall, 231 for 1,098, 12 tutties. More, 112 for 429, 4 tutties max. 96 for 314, 7 tutties. Ryan, 23, 171, 1 tutty. Hetcher Jr., 11 for 27, 2 tutties. Receiving. Ryan, 78 for 1,048, 8 tutties. Dickey, 64 for 1,046, 12 tutties. Jeremiah, 61 for 995, 12 tutties. Mayor Johnson, 59 for 684, 7 tutties. Hall, 22 for 218, 1 tutty. Max, 13 for 137, 2 tutties. Bryce, 8 for 117, 2 tutties. Gizzy, 6 for 63. Sanders, 3 for 37, 1 for 18 for Hatcher Jr. And Finna Hook, 1 for 2 with a tutty. Defensively, 75 tackles for Dylan Williams, 62 for Austin, 54 for Churchill. I-Fi with 51, 50 for Blatt, 49 for Lopa, and Tyler Turner. James with 47. Texas lost 8 by Aiden, James with 5, 4 by Simmons, Williams with 3, along with Platt and Miguel and Micah Garner. 2 for Austin, 1 by Ifa, Kiki, Elijah, Doug, and Patrick. Sacks, we had 16 by Miguel, James with 14, 9.5 by Aiden, 4.5 by Dylan, 4 by Garner, Doug with 3.5, 3 by Sims. Rushing with 2, half sack by Ifa, Churchill, and Turner. Interceptions, 5 by Turner, I-Fi with 3, 2 by Dylan Williams, 2 by Churchill, Austin, and Lopa, 1 by Platt and Josiah Wag Garner. Can we go back-to-back? That's the question. Let's get to the offseason. Lorenzo Pouncey committed. Brett Castle committed. Dakota Fields committed. Privata Ika commits. Ricky commits. Cedric Washington committed. Dion Lowell commits. And Malcolm Scales committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 7th best class in the nation, 3rd in the Big Ten. We've got everything we need. Let's run it back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's year 5 auto recruiting on. Let's get the simming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently 7-1. We got 3 really tough games to go. I think we should be in the playoff. Let's get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Big Ten title taking on the Ohio State. And ladies and gentlemen, if we win, we're going to buy in the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we are Big Ten champions. We're on to the playoffs now. Let's go back to back. And ladies and gentlemen, our quarterback Malik Magigo wins the 2028 Heisman. He had 3,260 yards, 37 tutties, and 5 picks. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Rose Bowl, taking on Kansas State. Alrighty, here we are, Pasadena, California, the most magical place on earth when it comes to college football. We are rocking the All Blacks here in this one. We rocked the All Whites in the Natty. We're rocking the All Blacks today. Kansas State, always a 5-year rebuild, dominant team. There's the Duck putting up the O. Here we go. Can we go back-to-back? We got to defeat Kansas State first, so let's go. Benjamin Dell, 2-yard touchdown, 7-0 good guys. Ryan Pelham, 19-yard touchdown, 14-0. Run him out of the building. Chantrell Hall, 32-yard run. It's 21-7. Benjamin Dell with a 7-yard tutty. 28-7. It's over. It has to be. We're up 21 here. Yep. And that's the game. Max Prolio, whatever the hell his name, 27-yard rush, 35-7. And ladies and gentlemen, we took care of big bad Kansas State, and we've won the Rose Bowl, back-to-back years of Rose Bowl, back-to-back Big Ten. We are on to the semis, boys. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Atlanta, Georgia, taking on the Liberty Flames, where we're going to be rocking the green and yellow for the Oregon Ducks. We're taking on Liberty. I think honestly, bro, not to crap on Liberty, but I think we have a cakewalk. This guy's hyped as AF. He knows we're about to go to the Natty. I think we should take care of these guys. No offense to the Liberty faithful, but sorry, we're going to beat your ass. I just have to call it how it is. See it? Here we go. First and goal at the 9. Heisman Trophy winner Maggio. Here we go. We're going to fake the toss, and I'm sacked. And it's now second and goal from the 17 here. Here we go, Maggio. Nice dot! That's a dot! Touchdown, Oregon! 7-0 good guys. Love what I'm seeing now. Benjamin Dell, 31-yard touchdown. It's 17-0. Run him out! All right, first and goal from the 9. A chance to end this game. 31-0. Here we go. Oh, he's in! No, he ain't! He's got us to the 1. All right, second and goal from the 1. Of course, I just remembered. Oregon played Liberty when Liberty went undefeated in the Fiesta Bowl, and Oregon beat the shit out of them. Sorry, Liberty faithful, I had to bring that up. I just remember that. Here we go. Sebastian Hall, he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a massacre here in the Peach Bowl. We destroyed the Liberty Flames 48-7, and we're going back to Natty, trying to go back-to-back. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking on Notre Dame here for a chance to go back-to-back. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Jerry's World for the national title. We kind of got a nice uniform combo going here. I don't know if you guys are going to like it, but I think I kind of like this. Black, green helmets, black jerseys, and then the freaking black spotted white pants. This guy's happy. We have a chance to go back with the Oregon Ducks, but Notre Dame, they haven't won since 1975 or whenever, 1947. I have no clue. They're trying to win there first for a long time. But can we put a stop to it? I don't know. Let's try to go back-to-back. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Alrighty, we're currently down 6-0 right now. Here we go. Maggio and Hall. Here we go, Hall. He's going to fight for 3. Second and goal from the 7. Maggio. He hikes it, gonna roll out. He's got 90-something speed. He finds him, and it's picked. Lovely. First and goal from the 4 here. Here we go. We're only down 13. Here we go. Handoff. Or reverse. McLennan. Damn it. We're going to run it. We're going to go no huddle. Change the play up. Second goal from the 1. We got to punch it in here. Put the lead at 6. Maggio hikes it. And that guy gets dicked on. Third and goal from the 5. Hall. Get in there. Oh, my God. Fourth and goal for the 2. We're going for it. Here we go, boys. Go. Come on, guys. No one there to block. What the fuck? First touchdown, but Max with a 9-yard rush to give us a 14-13 lead. Come on. Let's go. Jeremiah McLennan, 36-yard touchdown. It's 21-13. Come on, boys. Keep it up. If we get it, we can win this. I believe. Here we go. McLennan, motion. Go. Get him. Block him. First down! We're going to win this game, boys! Shoe clock is on. We got to get this first because they have 3 timeouts. Here we go. Hall, get me some yards. I'll take it. All right, 2nd and 6. We're 6 yards away. Come on, Hall. Get that first. No blocking. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. We're going to run it here. Come on, just get 5 yards, Hall, I believe. Get it, get it, get it! Drive those legs! That's why we lift! That is why we lift. If you're a football player watching, that's why you lift. That's why you get the squats big, so you can do runs like that. Here we go. And that's going to be a big 2 yards. All right, after this, we will kick the field goal. 2nd and 8. Here we go. Just run it up the middle. We're in great field position here. 2 seconds on the clock. All we have to do is just do that, and the kick is up, and it's good, and the Oregon Ducks go back-to-back 2 natties in a row for your Oregon Ducks. Let's go. We were down early. It was looking gleam. It was looking slim. But this team has heart. We're the Heisman Trophy winner, and we have guts. We have legs. We have stuff. I mean, this team is good. I mean, the first 3 years, forget about it. Those were all the players on the roster. I recruited my players, and this is what happens when you do 2 natties for Oregon and 1,000 other uniform combinations. Ladies and gentlemen, they may have millions and millions uniform combinations, but they at least know that they go back-to-back with Coach Greg Fontaine. Now, the first 3 years, say what you want about them. Those were with players, we really, didn't really recruit. We recruited our guys in year 1, year 2. Year 3, year 4, we simmed, by the way. I just put it in there to make it look like I didn't, auto-recruit. Anyway, we got our players in. They come in. They do their jobs. They lift their weights. They go to school. They study. And they put the work in. That is why we went back-to-back. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end here. So hit subscribe. When I hit like and subscribe, you guys motivate me to keep doing this. Leave a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Guys, it takes 1 second to hit like, 1 to hit sub. If you're already subscribed, it already takes 1 second to hit like. So I'm going to get here. I want you to have a good day or have a great night, depending on when you're watching this video. And with that being said, I'm out of here. So have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.